Oh, I would like to extend my gratitude to whoever has popped in to look at this video. It's an educational video that's majorly looking at a question to which I was handed by my lecturer, and I would like to implore it onto you for the reasons that are specifically for study purposes. My name is Blega Abdullah, a student at Victoria University, and I'm addressing the English class. Majorly for today, we are going to look at a phrase. How can I say it? I'll pose this statement to you. What do you know about nouns? Yes, because nouns is the topic of interest today. When one poses that question to you, what are nouns? Nouns, in a layman's language, as you begin to lay it off, first step, a noun is specifically, it's a doing word, a naming word. A noun majorly aims at making something stand out from any other part. Basically, a noun looks at a unique name that identifies something from a similar product or from something totally different from itself. So we are going to look at nouns. Nouns, we have said it's a phrase on a doing word that looks at identifying an action, a place, or a thing uniquely from a similar thing or a different other thing. So common nouns we are going to look at general names for people, places, or things. Yes? Yeah, and furthermore, we can break this down. Our case study, we are going to look at nouns. These can be broken down into two groups. They can be groups, categories, but we shall take it as so. We can look at first, we are going to look at common nouns and then proper nouns. First, our first subtopic of interest is going to be the common nouns. As you can see, common nouns. This is just a general name to classify a thing or an aspect. Just basically a common name. That means that common name can go for a wide range of things or products. In this case, common nouns, we're looking at general, non-specific names used for any person, place, thing, or idea. For example, when we say a market block, that means we have given it a common name. For a market block, it can contain very many things. It can contain a stall, it can contain a vending area, but common, you see, we are clustering all those many things into a common noun, which is a marketplace. Yes. So basically, examples of these common nouns to further process this out as one may wish to clarify the matter. Common nouns, you can have city. A city, yeah, we can say a city is a huge communal area. Place that contains, we have LCs, towns, municipalities, but a city, yeah, we have cluster. That means it's common. We can also look at a book, festival. Basically, looking at how we can class very many things into a common term. These are basically the sole purpose of common nouns. Yes, we can also continue to the other category that we wanted to look at today, which are the proper nouns. For proper nouns, basically we are becoming more distinguished with something. We are no longer clustering it into a major bundle, but we are looking at a singular perspective of a noun. For common nouns, as we are looking at it, we have said we are looking more into the specifics, and we can have specific names for particular people, places, organizations. Yes, so we are looking at how we can distinguish. For example, we have specific names for particular people. Instead of saying, you boys, yet you want to single out one or two people, you can say, hello, James, Peter, come here. That means we have become specific. People's names, yes, are nouns, but nouns, under which category? These are proper nouns. They are specific, they target a particular few within the majority. And for cities, organizations, for city, we have Kampala. That means it's specific. When someone says Kampala, that means you're not going to go to any other city looking for any other region within the country looking for Kampala. You're specific, you've been tied down to that very particular place. We are also looking at, in the rule governing these proper nouns, all proper nouns must be capitalized, regardless of where within the sentence they fall. A proper noun is meant to be capital, regardless of whether it's at the beginning, within a sentence, that's the middle, or at the very end. Proper nouns are always, the first letter is always capitalized. Yes, other examples of proper nouns, you have Paris, July, Christmas. We are basically looking at specifying one category from others. These are the proper nouns. And furthermore, one may ask you, how best can I best be acquainted with these nouns? For one to properly understand these nouns, one must be able to understand them through a crossfire session. We can have and say, you that is watching this video, can you name proper nouns? Yes, if you can name them, what examples can you give? Yes, you'll name cities, you'll name places, specifically the names of those places, not just say this. Then, can you name a common noun? Yes, common nouns, we say these are just general topics. Yes, can you name them? Yes, hopefully, if you name them, yes. Can you differentiate them? And this is where I pose a question to you, my dear viewer. It's a short random exercise. Get a piece of paper, write down common nouns, proper nouns, see how much you can differentiate those two. Then it's on that basis you can seem to best be acquainted with the difference between common nouns and proper nouns. With that, one can say that you are in place to pose a sentence using those nouns you've studied. For example, Jane and I, those are proper nouns. Jane and I are going to the market. That means to the market, you're visiting a variety of places within the market. That's basically common noun. For proper, Jane and I, James and I, we are going to Freedom City. That means you've specified where you're going, and that serves as a proper noun. Thank you so much for listening to me. That is it. My name is Bleg Abdullah, a student at Victoria University. Thank you for listening to me.